how I and how you can change your life in 2025. A challenge is not a bad thing, it's a good thing. Get in the field, for real. Hey y'all, it's Ken Taylor and welcome back to my channel. And today we are going to be talking about how I and how you can change your life in 2025. So let's get right into the video. Okay, so I know a lot of people may have felt like 2024 probably wasn't their year, or maybe didn't go as planned as they wanted to. Maybe they wasn't as productive. So that's why in 2025 I told myself it's time to stop playing and get in the field, for real. I was able to come up with a few steps of how I believe I'll be able to change my life in 2025, and I wanted to share them with you all. Hopefully you're able to apply it in 2025. If today is your day, tomorrow's your day, whenever's your day, please decide to use these tips. Okay, so let's get right into it. Okay, so the first step would be to shift your mindset. And so what I mean by that is you can't be scared to fail, try things, or get out of your comfort zone. I tell people all the time, you can't grow if you don't want to try new things. If you want to stay in the same spot, that's fine. But if you want to achieve your goals or have change in your life, you have to do change yourself. As I say that, we honestly have to stop looking at challenges as a challenge and start looking at them as opportunities. So therefore, putting progress over perfection. So even though a lot of times in nowadays age, everybody wants everything to be perfect, that's not gonna happen. If you try to wait till everything is gonna be perfect, you're never gonna start, because it's not gonna be perfect. It's just not. Like, I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. Once you start having that mindset that a challenge is not a bad thing, it's a good thing, then you'll honestly start looking at everything else in life as opportunity. So personally for me, I was always nervous about starting content or starting my clothing brand, things of that sort, but I started not looking at it as a challenge. I started looking at, okay, if this actually goes well, like this can happen for me, this can happen for me. You have to start thinking of things in a positive way and not a negative way, because when you start thinking of things negatively, you're not gonna wanna do them. And then you're gonna psych yourself out and you're not gonna do it. So you definitely have to change your mindset. And I also take that into note that you have to believe in yourself also. No one's gonna believe in you but you. So at the end of the day, all you have is you and God. All I have to do is show up. If I put in the work, God got the rest, and that's all you gotta do. So section 2 is building better habits. This goes into discipline, and y'all, when I tell you, discipline has been the hardest thing for me. I'm still learning. I am, but it's been hard, especially being in college. It has definitely been hard for me to stay disciplined and continue to have discipline. But I definitely have picked up ways that have helped me to become more disciplined. So first, we'll definitely say building small habits that are progressing you to your goals or what you want to do. So for me, I want to do XYZ, which means I need to be organized. Means I need something to help me be organized. For me, I use GoodNotes and I use ChatGPT. ChatGPT, one, help me come up with a schedule that I can use. And GoodNotes to help me stay organized. And for some reason, writing down things, journaling them, organizing my day has literally made my life like 10 times easier. Especially since I'm always doing something and I want to do multiple things at once. If I'm not organized, everything can be all over the place. Journaling has been one thing that's helped me. I usually journal at night and in the morning, just so that I remember what I'm doing for the day, what I'm doing the next day, and to keep me organized. So the next one would have to be exercising. Having a habit of exercising has been a hard one for me. Definitely, we gonna be on top of that one for real, because last year I started and stopped, and it was just like, why? Like, why did I stop? Like, exactly, that's the problem. Because it was just so many go here, do this. Like I was always busy, so I felt like I didn't have time. But you'll make time for what you want to do. So with that being said, I did make that schedule. I made sure that even if I didn't have time to work out at that time, I had another time to work out. So for me, my schedule, I have classes at the end of the day, so I know that at the beginning of the day, I better work out. Like no excuses, like you shouldn't be doing nothing else but either journaling, eating breakfast, or working out. Which that's actually the schedule, but if that doesn't happen, it's like, what else are you doing? And last but not least, for building better habits is definitely setting goals. So you always want to have your big main goals, the umbrella goals, and then you want to have your goals under each. For example, say your goal was to become a content creator. So your goals under that would be, I want to post more YouTube videos. Your goal under that would be, I want to post 2 videos a week. Then you have your steps for how you're gonna make that happen. Set a schedule. I'm gonna record this day. I'm gonna edit this day. I'm gonna post this day. All goes into your big umbrella goal. And honestly, staying consistent with your goals is so important, especially at a young age, because time flies, y'all. Like when I'm telling y'all, time flies. You don't want to look back and be like, I wish I would have started. Like people say that all the time, but that's so real. Like you don't want that to happen. So just let this be your sign. Like just start. Like there's nothing wrong with start. Like there's nothing wrong with trying. There's literally nothing wrong. Like it's okay. Like it's the outside noise that be getting people, y'all. Section number 3 of how 2025 is gonna change your girl life is finding your passion and purpose. And this one is actually interesting to me, because you want to find stuff that brings you joy and not draining you. So for instance, I do hair. I've always did hair. I was in high school. I like doing hair, but now it just feels so draining to me. The labor. I told myself I was gonna still do hair for that money so I can start something else that brings me joy. Okay, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But for me, doing hair it just doesn't bring me joy anymore, and it's okay. So what I'm gonna do now is use that and then apply it to something else. I ended up finding what activities in my life bring me joy, like YouTubing. Like I'm having fun making this video, so that's why I feel like I need to take this serious, because if I enjoy it, I need to capitalize on it, and that's what you need to do. If you find something that you really like doing and that is not draining you, figure out what it is, capitalize on it, make opportunities on it, and then baby, you'll look up. Who knows where I will be, baby? We gonna see, okay? It's building meaningful relationships. So when I say that, I mean building relationships that can ultimately grow you as a person, mentally, physically, emotionally. A lot of times, being in our young 20s in college and things so like that, a lot of people just become friends off of aesthetics, or because y'all met at a basketball game, he friends with her, she friends with you, y'all went out, boom, now y'all friends. And that's cool to understand people are who they are and what they do on their everyday life and how they carry themselves, how they think and all that sort. That does take a toll on who you are and who you can change into. So if someone always out, don't have any goals, not really doing anything, it's going to leech on you. You have to prioritize, 1, your value as a person, and 2, what you want around yourself. Or even if you can learn something from that person. When I find a friend that I know like I can grow with and see that we both putting in work, you know, like trying to be better, like it just really like makes my heart so happy, because it's like, you know, I love that for us. Like, girl, like, you know, like that's fun, y'all. Like really supporting each other on like each other's dreams, like goals. That is so fun and fulfilling. Like it just makes you feel more positive. Like it's taking those bold steps. So for me in 2024, the bold step that I took was finally starting my clothing brand. And when I tell y'all, that was the best decision. Even though like I was so scared, y'all, like I was shaking in my boots. I was just so happy I did it. Even though I had to put it on a pause for a little bit, the fact that I finally started, like I was talking about it for so long. Like I was trying to get that started for so long, and I finally did it. Like when you finally start your goals and see like, oh, it's actually not that bad. Like I was stressing that much over that. Like, and then it's like now, like when you start, like you see like the bigger picture of like where you can go, what you can become. So taking that big step has definitely changed a lot for me, mindset wise. Even just the people that talk to me or contact me, yourself in different atmospheres, it brings different people that's in like fashion or things of that sort. Like we're talking about this, we're talking about that, and it's just like it would have never happened. The knowledge I've gained, the growth that I've gained, the confidence I gained, none of that would have ever happened if I didn't start that clothing brand, if I didn't take that big action, y'all. So 2025, y'all, 2025, but for real, it's not like for real. Like it's either now or never, because you're gonna keep getting older, you're gonna keep, time is gonna keep, and then you don't want to look back and be like, I wish I would've, I wish I would've. We gonna stop that together, okay? So out of all of that, number one, keeping God in my life, because can't none of that happen without him. And just know that even at times, I know that I've been working towards something, and for some reason I wake up and just I don't have it. Like I don't have the energy, I don't have the passion, I don't have the drive, I don't have no motivation. I would definitely say if you keep some type of mental, like self-motivating tactic, I don't know if you could be watching a video, podcast, motivational speech, praying, writing it down, looking back over past goals, something, looking over what you already did, something. Like just find something that can get you out that bed, get you back up to doing what you need to do. If you have a slum day and continue to have some days, it's gonna be longer than you think. You just gotta make sure like you stay strong mentally and that you remember what the end goal is and what the bigger picture is. Hopefully guys, y'all are able to take these steps with you 2025 and honestly get to a better you, because that's all I want, like for y'all, for myself, and we can. That's all for today guys. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next